nothing you can do about it. Give me your name and badge number. Get back. Stop that music. I'm in a public place. I can film whatever I can see. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime.
I'd like to welcome you to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
Here's Johnny.
This is New England Truth, a.k.a. Tyrone. He's a big game hunter, and his weapon of choice is a camera.
Hey, folks, Tyrone from New England Truth. And I just noticed one of those extortionist cars over here, and I just wanted to film it, and I wanted to discuss it in one of my live chats, so maybe we can create some banter with the police officer if he's here. If not, this will be footage for the cutting floor. I don't know what the hell he went. Huh. I just saw him. He's got to be here somewhere. There he is, right here. Right. This is the officer that is stealing money from the community.
Tyrone is a pathological liar like all auditors. This means that lying is part of their DNA. They lie even when there's no reason to lie. So the officer will ask Tyrone a very simple question, and his automatic reply is a lie. Not just a lie, but a whopper of a lie.
Would you agree that the reason why you treat police officers the way that you do is because you have an axe to grind with a bad experience that you have?
No.
So Tyrone has no axe to grind, but let's do a quick flashback to the very first minute of this video, prior to even meeting this officer, and hear Mr. Truth's true feelings about police officers.
This is the officer that is stealing money from the community. This car is illegal in New York State. And here we have one of these stars. Right? What's your name and IQ number? Sir, what's your name and IQ number? And I just noticed one of those extortionist cars over here, and I just...
Tyrone had no axe to grind, right? But he made these comments in the first few minutes of his video, which tells us that Mr. Truth is Mr. Liar. Well, let's go back to the beginning of the audio and start again. What you're about to witness is how this police officer totally destroys Tyrone, the lying fool.
How you doing, officer? Got a question for you. By the way, my name is Tyrone from American Press Association.
How you doing? Adam.
Your name? Adam? Adam, your badge number, ID number.
Why do you need that for?
It's your policy. And I know you're shop sheriff, so I've spoken with him. What's your badge number, ID number, son? Am I being rude? Am I coming across as rude?
I just think it's a little strange.
It's appropriate.
No, I just think it's a little strange. I mean,
it's legally appropriate based on the fact that, let me explain something. If I come up to you, right, and this has happened to me before.
Yep.
I said hi to you. Can I ask you a question? Not rude.
What about
the next thing that happens?
What if I ask you for your social security number and your address and your home telephone number?
Are you happy with that? That is a great question.
Are you happy with that?
No, that's a great question. Let me answer the question. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. You work for me.
Okay, but that's
the difference I'm saying. The difference is that
what you're saying.
The difference is that you. I'm sorry.
Sure.
We're just having a conversation. I'm not being rude.
I'm in a rush.
Oh, you have an appointment or something?
Yeah, I'm in a rush.
So no ID number, sir? Okay, that's your policy. I'm going to be talking to your boss, just so you know. All right, so here we have another officer. And I just want to show you something. This is against New York state law. This car is illegal in New York State. And here we have one of these Stars, right here. Okay? This is an illegal car based on New York State guidelines. Did you know that, sir? Did you know that? You cannot pull over people in this car. It's illegal in New York State.
I don't, so.
Well, I've seen this car pull people over. No, maybe not this specific car, but this white car with no emblem.
What you're doing is you're making an assumption.
I'm making an assumption based on my knowledge.
You just basically said, I don't know you.
I don't know
see
you.
a car like that.
Sure, like that.
I feel, based off of my assumption, that I pull people over, but I don't.
Yes, you shouldn't be pulling people over.
Okay. So what's your point?
My point is you shouldn't be pulling people over.
Okay.
What do you do with this vehicle?
You make an assumption.
I make an assumption based on my knowledge, based on what I see.
Okay, but
it's factual to me because I see it.
There's more than one car like this.
I didn't say there wasn't.
But you said that you pull people over with this car.
I said, do you?
No, you said you
do. You or don't you?
You do. I've seen
you do. You probably do.
You said, and I quote,
you probably most likely do. The assumption is most likely accurate based on the theory of Occam's razor. Do you know the theory of Occam's razor, sir? What's your name and IQ number? Sir, what's your name and IQ number? You know, I'm going to be talking to your boss here.
My IQ number?
Yeah, your name and IQ number.
IQ?
IQ. IQ. Okay. You know what that means, right? You ever taken one of those tests?
Sure.
You know, you have to fail those in order to be a police officer, right?
Sir, have a good day.
No, you have a great day, sir.
If you have any legitimate...
Try to be more respectful, because I was very congenial. I was very polite. And then once I said name and badge number, you stopped.
If you have any legitimate...
You were perfect.
If you have any legitimate
You were perfect at first, until I said name and badge number, which tells me that you're a tyrant. Because you got offended. You got offended.
I'm not offended by anything.
You got offended. Once I say name and you shouldn't do that.
If I was offended, why would I said we're talking to you right now?
Because now you're trying to get strong. He's coming up behind me. See what's happening right now? You see what's happening? Sir, back up. Don't approach my personal space. What you're doing right now is against the law. You need to go away.
Just get away from him.
You need to go away, sir.
Let him go to work.
Go away.
Everybody knows people.
Go away, tyrant.
He's fine.
Tyrant bootlicker.
He's fine.
Thank you for your service.
He's fine.
And I appreciate his service. I really do. Because you don't know that I've been a police officer. Just so you know. Just so you know. Okay?
You're an ex-con.
Yeah, I'm an ex-con? Okay.
Listen, I'm more than welcome you. I work over here 8 to 4.
And I appreciate that.
You can come over and you can say...
Don't get offended when I name and ID number.
That would be like me asking you for...
I didn't tell you. I didn't get to finish because I didn't get to finish.
Where do you live? What's your social security number?
I don't work for you.
Where do you live?
You work for me. That's different. I pay you. You got to answer to me.
No,
you don't realize I have thousands of employees. That means I'm comfortable with you being my employee.
It's called mutual respect, though.
I give you to. It was not disrespectful. That's the perception you have, and that's what I'm trying to address on this video and to my people. Is that I gave you respect, and I always do up to a certain point. And then when that point stops, once your disposition changes, I immediately react.
I don't think my disposition
Your
changed
disposition changed once I said name and badge number, sir. It's on camera. It's obvious.
It's just offensive. I mean,
you think it's offensive? Why? And that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. But you have to state it because what if I can't read? What if I can't read? What if I can't read? And that was covered up, by the way. With that was covered up. Okay. But what do I answer? Can you answer my question?
Right in.
Why were you offended?
Zoom right in. I'm not offended.
No, you said you were.
It's not. I didn't say
you found it offensive.
I never said that it was. I said it's unusual.
No, you say you got offended by it. So answer the question. Why?
It's unusual.
Why?
Because people that are regular people, that are common people, that have a mutual respect for law enforcement, for each other, don't treat people that way.
How is that treating?
If you want to have a conversation with me, why is my name not good enough for you?
Because if I get hurt in that conversation, I need to be able to identify you another way other than your name.
You're assuming that I would do that to you.
Based on what? Facts.
No.
I'm a sociology major.
You don't even know me.
Facts. No. Percentages. I don't know you personally, but I have to use the facts to manage the situation.
You are coming at
any manager's going to do that.
Problem with you.
That's not a problem with me. That's the facts.
I don't have a problem being on camera and discussing this.
And I sense that. I appreciate that.
I don't have a problem with it.
And some people do. That's why I end up in handcuffs.
However, you come at us with a predisposition that we're going to treat you
predisposition based on facts
that we're going to somehow violate your rights.
You have
put our hands on
many times.
I've never. I
lost a career. I was supposed to be promoted to New York to run restaurants all in New York and in Vermont. And you know what happened? A police officer came to my restaurant, and because I asked him to move his car nicely, he arrested me and I ended up in jail. I lost my career, and that's happened more than once.
Tyrone admitted that being arrested and tossed into jail has happened more than once. He just said that. So we learned that Mr. Truth is a former cop, he's an attorney, he's a business owner, he's an HR expert who lost it all due to multiple arrests. It seems that his motive to audit police is pure revenge and no other.
Those are facts. So what I try to do is talk about facts. And then I want to hear, I do want to hear.
You have a problem with police officers?
No, I volunteered with them for years, sir. I love
But you just stated a situation that you have a problem with police officers.
The facts. I want to address the facts.
Now you're coming and talking to me on a predisposition based off
facts.
Your perception that law enforcement violates your right.
And they have,
and
that's
what you
factual.
want to do is you want to give
and I won in trial about
that. To ridicule them.
And I won in trial about that.
You want to
no,
ridicule
I'm trying to create the dialogue without people getting offended like you did.
I don't know about you, but Tyrone sounds both angry and desperate. Now, it's apparent that this auditor, according to his own words, not mine, is a serial victim. And I can understand losing your job or even being arrested once or twice. It may be circumstances. But let's listen to the classic alibis of a victim.
I'm going back to my office right now. Come on down.
Why can't you answer? And I will. If you'd like me to, I surely will.
Come on down.
But I'm talking to you, McNeely, first. I'm talking to you. I have an appointment with your sheriff, okay?
Come on down.
And I'm going to get him to answer those questions.
Come on down.
And I'd gladly go in there, but in order for me to go in there, your top sheriff's got to be there. I don't know you. You might get me in, you might hurt me. It's happened, sir. I have it on video.
This is why this is so ridiculous.
It's not a free. It's factual.
This is ridiculous.
Well, how can you expect me not to be who I am based on what I know?
This is ridiculous.
How can you not?
But you're coming at me and treating me. And
no, I treat you respectfully.
You're attempting to get police on video.
No, I'm not trying to get you to. I'm not getting you to.
An axe you have.
I'm not getting you to.
Officer that you had a
no,
bad
I don't want that. I don't want you to get angry with me. I don't want you to. I don't want you to hurt me. I don't want you to arrest me. I want you to talk to me.
Would you agree that the reason why you treat police officers the way that you do is because you have an axe to grind with a bad experience that you have?
No. Not based on that.
Well, based on, you know what? Based off of my conversation with you.
That started it. That is not why I do it.
Conversation with you.
Sure.
That's what I feel.
You're protecting me, or are you violating me?
To protect your rights, so you can do what you do.
But my perception is
because you had a bad experience with one person. Many.
Yes, because like I got pulled over
in What you don't like
Bethlehem one time 30 years ago, and the cop ripped me out, took my license, I had to go back. He wanted to fight me.
Who likes getting a ticket?
I didn't get a ticket. I didn't do anything wrong. He pulled me over because he didn't like something I said. He used his position to abuse me. And then he wouldn't give me my license back. I had to go to the thing and fight. And he wanted to fight me, physically fight me in the department. If you watch my videos, sir, I'm not the kind of person you think I am. No, the only thing I lose my mind is a traffic thing. That's extortion.
It's very clear from just our conversation. I don't have to look at your videos. Again, that you had bad experiences, right? Our career field is not immune to having police officers that shouldn't be.
But what about the numbers? There's too many of them.
But what you do is you target any police officer and you attempt to ridicule them.
It's obvious to me anyway that Tyrone lacks self-confidence, or he's delusional. I don't know which one. Here's some more of his superpowers, in addition to being a cop, a lawyer, and a constitutional expert. Will it ever end, Tyrone?
What you do is you target any police officer and you attempt to ridicule them.
I do. You know why?
Because you have an axe to grind.
No, because the managers, the people that are the bosses, don't manage the people. And that's what I do. I manage people for a living. All my life.
You have an axe to grind.
All my life I've managed people.
You have an axe to grind.
You understand that?
You have an axe to grind.
I already evaluate every personality thing that you've done, every trait, every characteristic. I'm all over it, sir.
Listen, you have an axe to grind, and I would gladly, if there's somebody that you would want to talk to, I could point you in the right direction.
If I have an axe to grind, what is your talking to going to do? If you just think I have an axe to grind?
This officer was fantastic, and he dealt with Tyrone calmly and logically. And I'm going to leave you today with some of that calm logic.
You're rude.
How is that rude?
That's not how a normal person would talk to anybody.
It's really No, I
don't really think that you want to do anything except for what you're doing now is attempt to ridicule.
Have you watched my videos?
I think that's all you want to do.
Have you seen me meet with Craig Apple?
All you want to do is attempt to ridicule.
Have you seen?
Very clear, and by my interaction with you today, it's even more clear. All you want to do is ridicule cops, and you have an axe to grind based off your own predisposition.
Sir, I am not offended by your opinion. I appreciate it, and I respect it. My thing is to get rid of it and make it harmonious, symbiotic, because this is supposed to be a symbiotic relationship.
Do you know what you're doing, though? Because of the way that you talk to police officers and the way that you're precipitating it.
Precipitating? That's not the right word.
You're attempting to bait law enforcement into having a bad interaction.
Precipitating is before. You mean
want that.
I'm encouraging it?
You're baiting it.
I'm baiting?
You're baiting police officers.
I'm baiting for what? What would I bait them for?
Because you want to be able to say that here we go again, yet another bad interaction with police.
With them?
Hold on.
Oh, you personally?
See,
no.
see,
I apologize.
this is part of the problem, though, too.
I apologize. You're right.
You're trying to silence my point.
But you're not
it doesn't go along with.
But
what
you're
looking
making
to
so
do.
many. I can't. I gotta try to remember all the points.
It doesn't go along.
No,
with
you're
what
making
you
too many in a row.
want.
Let me catch up.
It doesn't go along with the narrative that you
It
want.
doesn't. But I want to catch up. But I.
Just a suggestion: if you
Sure.
approach law enforcement the way that you're,
Sure.
they're a lot more apt to talk to you.
Sure.
Tyrone will never stop hating law enforcement, even after this great interaction with this super cop. Most auditors feel that they're victims and will never take responsibility for their actions. That's my take on it. What's yours? The John Ligato Show is being brought to you from just outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, please share, like, and hit whatever buttons you have. Semper Fidelis.